Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the fourth Beanie Bros video. And today, we're coming at you with a more serious video, but still awesome. Today, we'll be talking about two awesome war stories. So let's go ahead and hop right in.
You might have heard of you might have heard of these, or you might have not, but either way, they're pretty cool.
You go ahead and start.
Okay. This first one is called The Night Witches. Oh yeah, we'll link the website in the description. It's got more
I think
stories.
it has like 4 stories on it.
Yeah, a little more maybe. It's got 5.
Oh,
okay, so The Night Witches. Made up of only women, the 588th Night Bomber Regiment was trained for bombing missions and behind German lines. Flying 1920s airplanes built of wood and canvas. If you ever heard of the Mongoose, I think it's called. I don't think they've flown that, but that's still a really awesome.
No, it was entirely made out of wood.
Yeah, entirely made out of wood. It's in some kind of museum now.
It was awesome though.
Yeah.
I was watching this TV show on the History Channel.
Oh. I know what you're talking about. Mysteries at the Museum?
No, American Pickers. And this guy, and he was just kind of hoarding random stuff, like motorcycles and stuff. And he had a giant airplane engine that was the same type of engine.
That's normal.
Yeah, and he had he actually had one propellers or whatever.
Okay, that's normal. I agree with him. That's pretty cool. Okay. Plane built of only wood and canvas with no radio or radar. Their bombs held to the wings by wire.
How much do you want to bet these are Russians? They didn't care about their soldiers in the World War.
Yeah, probably not.
If you were in a car and you had stuff and you're about to get shot out by a plane, you were not allowed to get out of the vehicle.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, this construction gave the planes the advantage of flying below radar and surprising the enemy in the dead of night.
Yeah, they wouldn't expect.
That's one of the reasons why they're called the Night Witches. The Night Witches.
That's because nobody would expect someone to be dumb enough to send an entire regiment of women bombers in wooden planes with no radio nor radar. You can't pick up radio signals with no radio and pitch the radio, so.
But we did it anyway, so yeah.
And you probably wouldn't hear the engines.
Yeah, I think the engines were made of wood.
No.
Okay. Flying 15 to 18 missions per night each. Their planes often returned riddled with bullets. According to Nahazda's Nidia Popova, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, these are Russians.
Yeah. Enlisting at only 19 years old, Nadia's motive was revenge for her brother killed on the front. Her home taken over by German soldiers, and her town destroyed by German aircraft.
I feel like if more women were in World War I and II, this would have been their motives too. Like, they've lost their homes, they've lost family members, and then, like, stuff like that, so.
Yeah. Okay. When shot down in the North Caucasus in July 1942, she met another shot-down pilot who would become her husband at the end of the war. Lieutenant,
Cole?
Yeah, Cole Popova, flew 852 missions and was shot down several times in the freezing cold. She was lucky, though. She watched several of her friends' burning planes fall from the sky.
Mm-hmm.
The regiment, unofficially known as the Stalin's Falcons, yeah, they were Russian, were given a much more chilling moniker by the Germans.
German word or the Night Witches.
Yeah. Sounded like the perfect name for a thriller, doesn't it?
Okay, and that's the first story. So let's see. What's another one? Our next story is going to be Major Charity.
Major Charity Adams
versus the Buzz Bomb. The American 6,888th Central Postal Directory I can't talk. Battalion was the only all-female black Army corps overseas in World War II. Can't talk. Their journey started off with a bang, a buzz bomb with their welcoming committee. Upon their arrival in London in February 1945, the battalion was especially loyal to their leader, Major Charity Adams. A visiting American general displeased upon inspection that the major's whole unit was not present, threatened to replace her with a white lieutenant.
Not a white lieutenant.
Racism. How dare they? Over my dead body, she answered. Her battalion agreed if he indeed intended to court-martial her, he'd have to court-martial all of them. He apologized immediately. He obviously was bluffing.
I'm so sorry.
Their work wasn't finished after the war. They were sent to Riom, France, to move letters around the continental Europe. The welcome they received in Europe lay in stark contrast to their treatment back home. The French people applauded them as they paraded through Paris. Now, there was also African American male regiment.
What's that called again?
The Harlem.
Globetrotter.
No. It was the Harlem Hellfighters.
Okay.
They were African American regiment, and this was in World War I believe. And America said they would not give any of their troops to the other countries to be commanded by them, but they gave this entire regiment to the French, where they were applauded, awarded all their medals and stuff, and then they became one of the most respected regiments of the French army. Which then, several years later, after only 2 of them were left alive, America awarded them for their services because they weren't racist. Because they weren't racist anymore. Okay,
the French figured out racism's bad.
Yeah, the French people applauded them as they paraded through Paris, and they received first-class treatment at luxurious hotel that they were put in. African American soldiers greeted them upon their arrival and helped them unload, unpack, and even make their beds for them, leaving cards with their names and units on the pillows.
That's sweet.
And that is that story. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video about these 2 awesome stories, these 2 awesome regiments. And if they weren't as detailed as you would like, I'm sorry, but you can go to the website.
There's 3 more.
And check out more stories.
Link in the description.
And the first story we read was actually covered by another YouTuber called Jack Frags, and he does war stories, and that'd be a good one for you to check out. He has more detail than us. But thank you guys again for watching. Hope you have a nice day. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, drop a dislike. And please tell us what you thought about the video in the comments. Peace out.